All right, black and white sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag.
With a 3-9 start that ties one of the worst WNBA openings ever and a devastating blowout loss to the Phoenix Mercury, the Chicago Sky aren't just having trouble. They're making history for all the wrong reasons. Fans are left wondering, what happened to Tyler Marsh, the team's potential coach, who benched his entire starting lineup? Angel Reese's stats are falling and turnovers are accruing at the worst rate in the league.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
Is this the beginning of a complete collapse or simply a tough patch? Let's examine what went wrong and if the Sky can bounce back. With coach Tyler Marsh bringing championship experience from Las Vegas and center Angel Reese, the Chicago Sky appeared to be on track to become the WNBA's next big thing. Fans truly anticipated a contender, but instead they have become the league's worst letdown. What started out as an ascent is swiftly becoming a fall from grace.
Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points.
Angel, after a successful college career, Reese was expected to be the franchise's new cornerstone when she moved to Chicago. Her size, rebounding ability, and excitement were expected to transition well, but the WNBA has been a different story. Reese is shooting an incredible 30.9% from the field and only averaging 9.1 points per game.
Camilla had 17, and I gotta tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat.
Even more shocking is the fact that she is only making 28% of her rim shots, which is nearly unimaginable for someone who played a lot of paint in college. This decline has not only damaged her reputation, but also completely stalled the offense. When Reese went 0 for 8 against the Liberty, making it obvious that her problems were having an impact on the entire team.
Y'all was talking crazy. Caitlin Clark had 11, 9, and 7, nearly a triple-double on a bad game. Angel Reese just had 9, 2, and 2 and got beat by damn near 30. Was down. She made a 3 to put them. They was down 33, bro. She made a 3 and cut the lead to 30.
Coach Tyler Marsh, who was known for nurturing talent and making quick adjustments, hasn't found any answers. This season, he's appeared more like a coach in crisis mode. Their 60-point deficit through the first 2 games set a new low for the league, while the Sky's 0-2 start tied the worst start in franchise history. Marsh has been experimenting with lineups, benching starters, and looking for combinations that work, but nothing has stayed.
He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now. He basically benched all of his starters not long into the 3rd quarter, just gave up.
Roles are not clear. There are numerous rotations, and his in-game choices, such as sitting through the entire starting 5, seem more desperate than calculated. His post-game remarks don't boost self-esteem either. He claims that we can't keep improving, but the errors keep happening.
Tyler Marsh, you might be gone, bro. You might be gone real soon, bro. I just gotta be honest. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you better figure something out, because this team is atrocious. Let's
discuss such errors. The Sky are the poorest club in the league in terms of turnovers, averaging 18.9 per game. This isn't just a statistic. It's an indication that the squad is incapable of playing as a unit or protecting the ball, and their defensive performance is on par with their 113th worst. The team has the worst defensive rating in the league, and they haven't allowed any opponent to score less than 90 points in any of their games this season. It seems like everyone is rushing to stay up, let alone compete. The lack of unity isn't just about new players or growing pains. It's about a system that's broken on both ends.
I don't know what's wrong with them, but like they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team, because today it wasn't even. I don't even think that this was an effort.
The issues are more widespread than just the roster makeup of any one player or coach. Pundits are asking whether this team was ever intended to thrive because of the lacking chemistry, out-of-control turnovers, and non-existent defense. The Sky aren't just losing, they're disintegrating, and with every defeat, the queries about whether this can be resolved intensify. Is this really a temporary solution, or do we have a squad whose problems are so severe that a turnaround may not even be feasible this season?
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took one shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, Bricklaying Sloth.
The game against the Phoenix Mercury was the turning point that brought all of these issues to light. It wasn't just another defeat, rather, it was a summary of the season and demonstrated how far this squad had come.
Tyler Marsh, you might be gone, bro. You might be gone real soon, bro. I just gotta be honest. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you better figure something out, because this team is atrocious. This team is atrocious.
Look out the Sky's showdown against the Phoenix Mercury from the first tip if you want to witness a game that lays out every issue they are currently facing. Chicago appeared lost, but the Phoenix blew out to a 31-8 lead in the first quarter. That wasn't simply a poor start. The Mercury seized over immediately and didn't look back.
The Phoenix Mercury is a good basketball team, and they're getting healthy. They had Alyssa Thomas back today. We all know she's a baller. She had eight assists, 11 points, 3 rebounds. They had who I think is the best player on the team, Kalia Kopp.
Phoenix's second quarter was a highlight reel, while Chicago's was a nightmare. Since Chicago's defenders kept skipping rotations and leaving her alone on the perimeter, Sammy Whittem was able to do whatever they wanted offensively, and the Sky had no answer. By halftime, the game felt unattainable and the Mercury were already getting close to their first 100-point performance of the season. Whittem destroyed this guy's defense by draining 5 threes in a single quarter.
Point. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, WNBA got killed over. It's 90-56, guys. Yeah, they're down by 30. Down by 30. What's that for?
When you look at the numbers, it gets worse. Phoenix shot a scorching 56.5% from the field and 57.1% from 3 points. The Mercury's defense provided virtually no resistance, missed rotations, laid closeouts, and every lazy game turned into another easy basket for the Sky. When the Sky attempted to respond, they committed 21 turnovers, which was in line with their league worst average of 18.9 per game. Every time it appeared that Phoenix might get a stop or score, another sloppy pass or mishandled possession gave them another opportunity. Marsh appeared dejected and lacked strategy. The move didn't inspire a resurgence or send a message to fight harder. Rather, it made his surrender clear to everyone in the room.
Teams that allowed at least 16 three-pointers in a game this season. Chicago Sky has done it 3 times. All other teams in the entire freaking league 3 times. Wow, combined.
Angel Reese's game encapsulated all that had gone wrong. She finished with just 2 rebounds and 1 shot before Marsh pulled her out. She appeared exhausted, muscular, and totally out of rhythm. Smaller Phoenix guards beat her to offensive boards and loose balls. Her terrible -25 was her plus-minus. Although she was meant to be the player that altered Sky culture, She was completely unable to do it in this game.
A lot of people online are talking about this game right now because, and Chicago Sky fans, hell, they're ready to run Tyler Marsh's ass out. I mean, the way he's playing Angel Reese, I'm going to be real with you. I mean, the one thing she could do was rebound the ball, and he has taken that away.
It wasn't just Reese. The entire team appeared disjointed, with turnovers piling up, defensive lapses occurring frequently, and the Mercury relentlessly pressing. Phoenix reached 100 points for the first time this season, and it never seemed like there was any chance of things getting better. As you watched the Sky, you could see the players and coaches' frustration growing. When your coach appears to be at a loss for words, it's difficult for anyone else to think a change is imminent. Marsh's choice to bench the starters communicated a message that went beyond just resting legs. It raised issues about his confidence in his squad and his ability to motivate them.
Everybody is having their way with the Chicago Sky, man. You guys have become the laughingstock of the league. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know where you really could turn because I don't see the talent on this team. I think y'all made a bad move in giving up everything y'all gave up to bring in Ariel Atkins. I got to keep it real.
The Phoenix game highlighted not just the areas in which the Sky is struggling, but also the two individuals who were supposed to guide this team out of the dark. Coach Marsh and Angel Reese were brought in to turn everything around, but now they are the faces of the collapse.
I don't really see where the wins are going to come from. Like, you can only get lucky and play the Dallas Wings and the Connecticut Sun so many times. Like, you're going to have to start beating some real basketball teams.
As opposed to a tale of redemption, the next franchise star has struggled to make the leap. Averaging just 9.1 points on 30.9% shooting and a startling 28% from within 3 feet, which is supposed to be her strength, Angel Reese and Coach Tyler Marsh are watching a squad disintegrate in real time. Her lack of rhythm and confidence in the Phoenix game was evident in her 0-for-8 performance against the Liberty. She only managed 2 rebounds and was benched after making a 3-pointer. But every time she looks like she's about to break out, she hits another wall.
Destroyed. There she put up a 3. One of the ugliest shots you've ever seen in your life. I mean, that form.
Reese has attempted to paint a positive picture of these losses by referring to them character development and emphasizing the importance of remaining composed and trusting the process. But when you're benched during blowouts and finding it difficult to finish shots at the rim, those words start to ring hollow. Instead, fans and analysts see a player who is struggling to find her footing in a team that is paying the price. However, it's not all bad news. Against Phoenix, Camille Cardoso showed glimpses of what the Sky had hoped for in their young core. She scored 17 points on 7 of 9 shooting, which was one of the team's most efficient performances, but even her standout performance barely affected the final result. When the squad seems haphazardly put together and duties are unclear, Cardoso's efforts are lost in the din of a team that is unable to shoot, defend, or play as a unit, even. The best individual performances cannot alter the plot.
You see all these empty seats starting to show out. I mean, people were like, bleep it. They're out. They're leaving. They're leaving. Chicago coach is either incompetent or throwing games.
Coach Tyler Marsh came in with championship experience and a reputation for nurturing talent, so he was supposed to be the steady hand, the man who could take a young roster and turn it into something special. However, he has yet to find a stable lineup, and his choices have only led to more questions. Not only was Phoenix's benching of the entire starting 5 done to protect the players, but it also indicated that the coach was running out on ideas. The Sky perimeter defense hardly exists. Their defensive rating is a league-worst 113.6, and they haven't held any opponent below 90 points. Opponents are also hitting 45% from 3. Marsh's rotations vary from game to game, but nothing remains the same. Even his post-game remarks seem more like damage control than solutions.
Oops, he has to be fired sooner than later. Dude gave up. Dude threw in the damn towel. He's like, nah. I mean, he was the dude in Rocky. Throw the towel. Throw the damn towel. Rocky 4.
All of this has left the sky unclear about who it is. Even the few bright spots are buried under the weight of ongoing losses, and Reese is still looking for her game while Marsh is frantically trying to find solutions. The major concern now is what this means for the squad moving forward, as the preseason excitement has vanished and been replaced with a team that appears adrift on both ends of the court.
That this roster unfortunately was not built for success. With Courtney Vandersloot going down with the ACL injury, I just don't know how the Sky are going to weather this. See, teams have the Chicago Sky figured out. They figured out that they can go crazy from behind the arc because the Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is just not there. It's not effective. I was on the floor. I saw them fighting to get around these screens. They just can't get there.
The rest of the league is watching, and what happens next will have everyone talking. The Sky troubles aren't just about a few poor games. They're a hint that something more serious is amiss.
I mean, the Sky is just bad. The Sky is a really bad team. I don't really see it changing. They are the gum on the bottom of your shoe. That's what they are of the league right now. They are down there with the Connecticut Sun. I don't see it getting any better, man. I think this coach is going to be gone, and I think it's going to be a fire sale. I don't think there's anybody on this roster who's 100% guaranteed to be on this roster next season.
The three factors pulling the Chicago Sky into this quagmire are turnovers, a weakened defense, and the difficulties of their projected stars. Games like the Phoenix blowout and their 3-9 record demonstrate what occurs when excitement isn't supported by facts. This season is a warning to all WNBA teams built on hype without a true plan. It's not just about missed shots or bad luck. It's about a team that never found its identity or foundation. The real question is, will Chicago tear it all down and rebuild, or risk letting this collapse define them for years? Leave a comment with who the Sky should build around, and is Coach Marsh's job on the line?